Well, investigators in Arkansas are making what could be a first-of-its-kind request. They have a search warrant for data from an Amazon Echo. James Bates is charged with murdering a man in his home last year. He's pleaded not guilty to the charges. Investigators, though, have asked Amazon to hand over, quote, audio recordings, transcribed records, or other text records from Bates's virtual assistant. Police claim the device may contain evidence related to this investigation, including timestamps and audio files. And 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty has been digging into this case to be sure. Erin, good morning.
Good morning. I didn't come alone. I brought my own Echo. This is Alexa.
Hello, Alexa.
Yeah, just so the people know what this is. I mean, it's really a small computer. It uses voice recognition software. So normally, this is not set up with the Wi-Fi here, but when I'm at home, I can say, Alexa, then a blue light comes on, and I can say, what's the weather in Manhattan today? Or she's
talking.
Well, but this, all right,
Spicy.
right here where you have this issue. Now, she's on all the time, but she's not recording, supposedly.
Supposedly is the
unless
question,
I use
right?
the hot word, Alexa. But as you can see, she's kind of malfunctioning.
So then
here.
that's what, do police simply believe that they can play back a recording of the murder they allege happened in that home?
Well, no, they don't think that. And in fact, when she's operating, she's only picking up snippets. And one of the reasons why so far Amazon has turned down this request, even though there is a search warrant, is because right now it appears that prosecutors are kind of on a fishing expedition. This is a tough case. They say there was a murder. The defense says this was an accident. The deceased man was way overweight. He was found in a hot tub, dead. There were some injuries, but the defense says he tried to get out. He also had 3 times the normal alcohol count, blood alcohol count. So they're saying it's an accident. So the prosecutors are looking for anything, real physical evidence that can show that there was some kind of intent. So they think this was being used during the night, supposedly to stream music. That's what the prosecution says. And so they're seeing if it picked up any sound like, oh my God, or something like that, that might put it over toward a murder.
But Amazon is fighting this request here. They disclosed to us that they're not going to release customer information without a valid and binding legal demand, and they object to overbroad or otherwise inappropriate demands. So,
well, but that means that they might in the future. What they're saying right now
laying the
is,
grounds for another case, a legal case.
well, but what they're saying is that that search warrant was overbroad. It was a fishing expedition. Tell us exactly what you want. Doesn't sound like the prosecution really knows. But can I just tell you something? This is really not the problem in this case for the defendant. The real problem is this is a man who had a lot of these, what they're called IoT devices, the Internet of Things
In his house, he had a
in
bunch
his
of
house.
these.
Yeah, he had a Nest thermometer, but his real problem is this water meter, a smart water meter. And that's really what's going to be a problem at trial for him. So the prosecution is saying that he used an unusual amount of water in the early morning hours of the day the man was found. And the prosecution is saying he was cleaning up. They're saying the clock was wrong and he was actually filling his hot tub 12 hours earlier.
Wow. Fascinating case. Erin, thank you very much.
Thanks, Erin.